Sit comfortably on your mat with a nice long spine. Begin to inhale through your nose, and for the first couple exhales, slowly exhale through your mouth. Soften through your jaw and your face. And when you're ready to, you can start to inhale and exhale only through your nose. Feel your breath start to move into your ribs and into your back body. And feel your belly expand with each inhale and draw back in slightly on each exhale. Become aware of the ground beneath you and start to let your thoughts be drawn inward. If you're practicing first thing in the morning, give yourself plenty of time for your body to wake up. Go slow with your movements and never push to pain or to an uncomfortable place. Keep your breath smooth and soft throughout. And always rest or stop when you feel you need to. When you're ready to begin to move, slowly tilt your head from one side to the other. Then bring your chin to your chest and drop your head back. And bring your head back to center and slide your hands forward, coming into a forward fold in a seated position. Breathing into your back and your hips. And pausing here. Then as you come up, take your hands behind you and start to open up the front body, lifting your gaze, breathing into your chest and your belly, and come back to center. Interlace your hands at your chest. Press those hands away, opening up the space behind your back, and then reach them up towards the sky. Take a side bend over to one side, breathing into your side ribs and waist. And then come back to center and all the way over to the other side. When you come back to center, lengthen through your spine. Take your right hand across to the outside of your left thigh. Lengthen and twist around to look over your back shoulder. And we'll come to the other side. Same thing, lengthen and twist. Come on back to center and just roll your shoulders nice and big a few times. We're going to come onto our hands and knees with our toes curled underneath of us and just take a couple rocks back with your weight, shifting your weight back onto your heels, stretching out the arches of your feet. Let's come to tabletop position, and as you inhale, drop the belly and lift your gaze. As you exhale, curl your tailbone, tuck your chin. Inhale, tilting your pelvis forward, reaching your chest through your shoulders. And exhale to round your back. Again, inhaling, pelvis tilts. Exhaling, pelvis tucks. Let's come back to center and extend your right leg behind you with your toes curled under and push your weight into your heel to stretch through the calf. Bring your right knee back underneath of you, extend your left leg and stretch. Nice deep breaths. Bring your left knee back in. And take your hands at shoulder distance, curl your toes, and lift your knees and hips up into downward facing dog. Slowly straighten one leg as the opposite knee bends, giving your hamstrings and calves lots of time here to lengthen. And let's drop the knees wide, flatten the tops of your feet, and sink your hips back, resting your elbows and your forehead down for child's pose. Breathing into your back body and your side ribs. You can slowly roll across your forehead, moving your head, relaxing through your neck. And let's return to downward facing dog. We'll step our feet forward between our hands, allowing a deep knee bend so the body drapes over the thighs. Letting the head fall on the arms, you can grab opposite elbows, and perhaps just swaying here a little bit to let go of any tension through the back body, the neck, or even up into the back of the skull. You can release our hands, slowly rise to stand. Bringing your palms together, exhale them down to your heart. Pausing here for a moment, feeling your legs and your feet ground. Release your arms, opening through the front body, feeling strong and stable. And join your hands at your heart. Let's inhale, sweep your arms down, reach them up towards the sky, and exhale your hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep your arms, grow tall, and exhale your hands down. On the next one, inhale, sweep your arms, and as you exhale, bend your knees and fold forward, hands to your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale to fold back in. Inhale, rise, grow nice and tall, palms together. Exhale to your heart. Inhale, sweep your arms. Exhale and bow. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Inhale and rise, reach arms up overhead. Exhale to your heart. Inhale and sweep your arms. Exhale, bow all the way forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back into plank pose. Take an inhale breath. And as you exhale, slowly lower down to your mat. Press the tops of your feet down. Inhale, rise to cobra pose. And exhale, release back into downward facing dog. As you inhale, step your right foot forward. And exhale, bring your left foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale and rise, palms together. Exhale, hands back down. Inhale, sweep your arms. Exhale and bow. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come down. Step back into plank. Take an inhale. Exhale to lower. Inhale forward to your cobra pose. Exhale back into downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward as you inhale, and right foot forward as you exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, sweep your arms, rise up, palms together. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, sweep your arms. Exhale and bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift. exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back. Take an inhale breath. Exhale to come down. Inhale forward to cobra. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Inhale to step your right foot forward. Exhale to bring your left foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms. Exhale your hands to your heart. Inhale, sweep your arms. Exhale and bow. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, step your feet back. Pause for an inhale. Exhale to lower. Inhale forward to cobra. And exhale back, downward facing dog. Inhale, step left foot forward. Exhale, bring right foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise up, palms together. Exhale, hands to your heart. And pause. Slow your breathing. Arms by your side. Bend your right knee and catch that foot behind you. Take your left arm and sweep it up overhead. Grow nice and tall and press the foot back into your hand as you hinge forward. Come back to center, release your arm and your leg back down. Bend your left leg, catch that foot behind, and take your right arm and sweep it up. Push the foot back into your hand and hinge. Gaze forward and breathe deeply. Come back to center, release the foot down and your arm by your side. Step your right leg back with the heel flat, front knee is bent, and extend your arms up. Keep your ribs drawn in and grow tall up through the crown of your head. Release your hands back down onto the mat and step that front leg back into downward facing dog. Sweep your right leg back, step that foot forward and flatten out your back heel. Press down through your legs as you reach your arms up. Bring your hands back down to your mat and step the front leg back, downward facing dog. Reach your right leg back behind you and step it forward between your hands. Lower your left knee down and reach your arms up overhead with your hips reaching forward. Interlace every finger but your index and your thumb and lift your gaze. Maintain strength here through the hips and breathe all the way down into your hip flexor. Lower your hands and reach your hips back as you pull your toes back towards your knee. Feel free to soften the knee and keep your spine long. Bend your front knee and slide that front leg back into downward facing dog. Sweep your left leg back, step that foot between your hands, and drop your back knee down. Reach your arms up overhead, interlacing your fingers, and lift your heart towards the sky. Lower your hands down to your mat and reach your hips back. Flex your foot and lengthen. Bend your front knee and slide your front leg back, downward facing dog. Inhale forward to your plank pose. Exhale and slowly lower down to your belly. Bring your hands to your low back, interlace them there, and then lift your chest and your legs off your mat as you engage all the muscles of the back body. And lower down, stack your hands, and rest one cheek on your top hand. One more time as we bring our hands back behind us, interlace them, and lift, lengthening through the crown of your head, out through your toes. Lower down, and rest the opposite cheek on your top hand. Bring your hands under your shoulders and press back into downward facing dog. Reach your right leg up and step it forward between your hands. Bring your body up and turn your hips and your shoulders to the side. Reach your arms up into a T position and gaze over your front middle finger. Check that your front knee is right above your ankle, pointing over the center of your foot. Rest your back hand on your back leg and reach your front hand up towards the sky. Bring your arms back to T and place your front forearm on your front thigh. Sweep your back arm up and overhead. Bring your arms back to T position, and then straighten your front leg, engaging your quad to pull your kneecap up. Reach forward, lengthen, and gently place your bottom hand on your leg with your top arm reaching up for Trikonasana. Bend your front knee to rise back up to Warrior Two, and then pivot your legs, lower your hands, and step back to Downward Facing Dog. Reach your left leg up and step it forward between your hands. Rise up to stand and rotate to the side. Front knee bent, sweep those arms into T, and with a soft gaze over your front middle finger. Reverse your warrior, gaze towards the sky. Bring your arms back to T, and then rest your front forearm down. Sweep your back arm up and over. Gaze up underneath your arm. Breathe into your side ribs. Bring your arms back to T position. Straighten your front leg. Keep your legs nice and strong as you reach forward and lengthen. Lower your hand down softly and reach your other arm up from your shoulder. Bend your front knee as you come back to your Warrior Two. And then relax your arms, pivot your back leg, and step that foot forward to the top of your mat. Give yourself some space with your feet slightly wider than hip distance apart, feet out on a 45-degree angle. Drop your hips down into a deep squat. Hands in prayer position, elbows and knees pressing into each other. And lower your hands. We're going to flatten the tops of our shins and our feet, and then bring your body down into a tight child's pose with your arms alongside your legs, palms to the sky. Deep breaths into your lower back and all along your spine. Allow your body to feel nice and heavy, and feel the earth beneath you. We're going to bring the body up and sweep your legs out in front. Take your right leg straight out and bend your left leg in. Reach your arms up towards the sky and then hinge from your hips as you fold forward to grab some part of your leg, perhaps behind the knee, the calf, or the foot. Slight tuck of the chin, breathing into any sticky points, anywhere you feel tension, and keep that awareness drawn inward. And then bring your body up. We're going to take that bent leg and cross it over the straight leg. With your opposite arm, hug the knee in, lengthen through your spine, and then twist towards that leg. Take your chin all the way over your back shoulder if you can. Nice deep breaths. And then bring your body around forward. Keep the top leg bent and bend your bottom leg underneath of you so the knees are stacked as best as you can. Lengthen and then fold forward once again. Just breathe into any tension. With each exhale, soften and release. Bring your body back up. That top leg now is going to come off and bend. The left leg is straight this time. Flex the foot, reach your arms up, and fold over the straight leg. Hold the leg where it feels appropriate for you, on the foot, the calf, or behind the knee. Keep a long spine. Breathe deeply. And bring the body up, take your bent leg and cross it over the straight leg. Hug it in with the opposite arm and twist towards that thigh. Come back around to face forward. Bend that bottom leg, tuck it underneath of you with the knees stacked, lengthen, and then fold over your top leg. Nice deep breaths. And bring the the body up, we're going to unravel our legs. Bring the soles of your feet together to touch and allow your knees to fall out to the side. With a long spine, you can either stay upright or once again fold forward. Bring your body up, and we're going to make our way onto our backs. Once you arrive there, you can bring your knees in towards your chest and do some little circles to massage the low back or gentle rocking from side to side. Lower your feet down with your heels fairly close in towards your sit bones. Arms along your side, pressing into your palms and the backs of your arms. We're going to lift our hips up towards the sky. Keep your ribs drawn in and feel your knees reaching over your toes. Just lengthening through your hip flexors and quadriceps, engaging the muscles of the glutes and the hamstrings and the lower back. Lower your hips down and take a little rest. And let's engage and lift again. And lower the hips down. You're going to bring the knees in towards the chest. Take your arms out by your side in T position and drop your knees over to your right, turning towards your left shoulder. Nice deep breaths into your ribs and your lower back. Slowing your breath right down. Draw your knees back up to center with a little bit of rocking at center. And then you can take your knees over to the other side. Turn your gaze towards your right shoulder. Bring your knees back to center. Give them a last big hug in, bringing your forehead towards your knees. And then lower yourself down into Shavasana, making sure you're comfortable, perhaps supporting the back of your head. Let your arms come by your side with your palms turned up. And release from your hips all the way down through your legs. Toes can fall out to the side. Scan your body. Notice if you're gripping or holding. Let your body melt down into the earth beneath you. And give yourself this time. Without movement, without busy thoughts, just here in the present, feeling your body and feeling your breath. When you're ready to start to move, you can do so, giving your body a stretch. And then before you come up to sit, just roll to one side and rest there a little while longer, savoring this moment. Use your hands to bring yourself up to sit comfortably, and then close out your practice by joining your hands together at your heart. Allowing yourself time here to be grateful for this day and the practice and your body's ability to move. Namaste, and thank you for joining me today.